This circle, it represents what the average worker in Indonesia makes each month, about 189 US dollar. And this circle, it represents what a parliament member make each month, around 14,000 US dollar. Now stretch that over a year. The average worker makes 2,268 US dollar. A parliament member makes over 168,000 per year. One circle is tiny, the other is massive. But here are the things. This anger isn't just about paychecks. It's about something much deeper. How can a country this big, this rich, keep failing its own people? Indonesia is the fourth biggest country in the world by population. It's full of oil, nickel, and palm oil. It should be very rich. But instead, it ranked 110 out of 180 on the Global Corruption Index. So the real question is, how did Indonesia, with all this wealth, end up here? The answer starts in the past. From 1967 to 1998, President Suharto ruled Indonesia. On the surface, it looked stable, but underneath, Suharto and his family built a system of a crony capitalism. Oil and gas controlled by his circle, logging and mining given to loyal friends, banking shared among aliens. The World Bank said Suharto families may have stolen 50 to 35 billion. Corruption wasn't a side effect, it was the system. When Suharto finally fell in 1998, people thought this system would collapse with him, but instead it simply changed shape. After 1998, democracy returned. The press was freed. Elections were back. But corruption didn't end. It spread out. Decentralization gave more power to provinces, but instead of empowering citizens, it created mini Suhartos in every district. Hope quickly turned into disappointment, and that disappointment pushed leaders to try a new weapon against corruption. In 2004, Indonesia created the Corruption Eradication Commission, the KPK. At first, it was strong. It jailed ministers, governors, even judges. For the first time, the powerful were scared, but politicians fight back. They cut the KPK's budget, they weakened its powers. By crippling the KPK, politicians thought they had protected themselves. But what they really did was open the door for corruption to grow again. And now Indonesians living with the results. Fast forward today, 2025, the door has become a floodgate. Lawmakers raise their own salary until they are 40 to 50 times richer than average families. Viral TikTok showed them dancing in parliament after the rise. Property taxes jumped by 400 to 1000% in some regions. Land could be taken if it wasn't developed fast enough. Then came tragedy. Few nights ago, a police armored car hit a protester, killing one young man. For many Indonesians, it feels like 1998 all over again. And just like in 1998, people's anger isn't only about daily struggles. It also flooded by big scandals that keep showing how deep the road goes. The Pertamina fuel scandal cost Indonesia more than 12 billion US dollar. Top executives were arrested, but the money was gone. Even former president was listed internationally as an enabler of corruption. Too many. That feels like a betrayal. And the betrayal doesn't just hoard wealth, it fuels anger. Anger that plays into the street. Indonesians are not staying silent. This time the fight is happening online as well as in the streets. Protesters wave one big flag, showing youth rising against corruption. The future of the country is on the line, and right now Indonesia faces a fork. So, how did Indonesia become so corrupted? history, Sahara to 30 years made the corruption normal. Politicians' decentralization spread it further. Power. Politicians weakened the KPK to protect themselves. Greed. Leaders earning 74 times more than citizens. But the people are fighting back with the protest and pressure. The question now is simple. Will corruption keep winning, or will Indonesia finally change the game?